Hello everybody, welcome to day 3 of Nanticoke Newsroom with Bob Kalinowski from the Citizen's Voice. Tonight we start out with breaking news out of Luzerne County. Except since this is filmed, recorded, edited, you probably already heard the news by now. But the breaking news as of right now is Hanover Township has confirmed that the first Luzerne County death is one of their residents. So the first coronavirus death in Luzerne County is a Hanover Township resident. Township officials sent out a press release saying that the man was a 70-year-old who recently traveled abroad, who has some underlying health conditions, and had been self-quarantining recently before going to the hospital where he died. So, apparently this gentleman knew of the risks of his overseas travel, knew of the virus, was self-quarantining, and then still ended up passing away at the hospital. We're not sure how long he was at the hospital. We don't know the person's name. And we're gonna, work to see if we could figure that out, if we could find the family, and if they're willing to talk. So that's the breaking news out of this hour, tonight, Wednesday night. So yesterday's edition I posted pretty late for a variety of reasons. The video was a little too long. It took a little too long to edit, and I'm having some power and battery issues with my laptop, which is preventing me from uploading as quickly as possible. So going forward, I'm going to try to be more brief and get the videos up sooner, because yesterday was an instant classic, I'm told by a lot of people. There was a big debate on whether I was too underdressed in my first video, which was the whole point, and the white t-shirt, and then yesterday I went full-fledged red, white, and blue suit. So check yesterday's video if you didn't get to see it. Instant classic, I'm told. I'm biased, so I think it was, but I'm also told that. Alright, I just got done filming Nanticoke Newsroom in Office USA upstairs. Back on the couch now, here to edit, because I like watching TV on the background while I'm editing. And I just got this photo from Junior Fire Chief Brian Lyons, who comes to my defense about wearing my white t-shirt in the first episode. So thank you, Junior Fire Chief, and now we're going to do an emergency edit to get you in this video today. All right, thank you, sir. Thanks for all your support always. Bye. So today I actually left the house. I actually had to go to an assignment in Wilkes-Barre. So I went to what's called the Keystone Mission. They were handing out food to people because of the coronavirus outbreak. They normally do that once or twice a month. They're doing it 3 times a week now. And it was freezing out. It was raining out, and there was dozens and dozens and dozens of people at line at any given time. That's right by Sherman Hills, where they're passing it out. But people from all over the county were coming. It's a faith-based organization doing a good job. I now did a story about it. Then, I also had to go to the office, the Citizen's Voice office in downtown Wilkes-Barre, to get my work laptop. I've been using my MacBook Pro, which I prefer to work on. It's just easier for me to type. I actually had to go get a mouse too for the MacBook Pro called the Magic Mouse. Mine's not working, so I'm using one of ours at the paper. So I went into the office and I was basically kind of told I gotta go. I couldn't stay too long there. They really want to keep social distancing enforced at the office. Everyone's working out all throughout the building, so they're not near anybody. I don't necessarily need to be there, so I kind of was like in and out. So basically, a man without a newsroom. That's why we got the Nanticoke Newsroom. I got to do it from here because they don't want us bringing coronavirus possibly to the office. So God bless the editors. I still have to go to work at the office. So I have to go there, and immediately as soon as I come home, I don't know if you all know this, but I live next door to a 94-year-old. My great aunt, 94-year-old lady, my great aunt. And there's Jack the cat, without even me prompting him. Here he is. Jack! That was awesome, Jack. You could go back up there. I let him run wherever he wants. So I don't know if I told you this before, everyone, but I live next to a 94-year-old lady, my great aunt, Aunt Marge. And people like her are petrified about this. I think young people like me and you, or a lot of you out there, sometimes think we're invincible and don't think things like this as serious as we should. But basically she's petrified. She basically said she's almost like held hostage in her own house, and she's just worried about what she has to do if she has to go to the grocery store and buy food. I think she's pretty stocked up. Obviously, I'll go get it for her, but I'm trying to keep my distance. Like, she was trying to hand me some Tupperware that I gave her last week, and I just tried to stay away from her, and it's kind of a weird situation. I guess we're all doing that these days. So it's just I live feet away from a 94-year-old lady who's kind of petrified about this, and they're the most vulnerable right now, and that's something that all of us need to consider. People like those people are the people who at most risk, and we can't risk getting infected. Just some of the headlines I saw in our paper today. Mark's Trailways was getting some flack for a few days about continuing service to New York City. They announced, I believe this weekend, they are going to stop service to New York City and Philadelphia for at least 2 weeks. That was one of the headlines today. I saw that the state legislature postponed the April primary election until June 2nd. So we'll see if that date holds up or if that even gets postponed further. I was going to give you my next on the rundown was a Jack the Cat update. Well, you saw he jumped on the studio set here, interrupting things, getting me out of my mojo, out of my groove here, and now he's about rolling around by my feet. But anyway, here's the picture I found that I put in the rundown of Jack. He's so smart, he knows how to give a hug. Most cats you think would be killing you in this position, but this is Jack showing some love. He does it all the time. He likes to hug my arm. He's like, give me some love. So that's the daily Jack the Cat update. And now it's time for a feature I rolled out yesterday. So if you didn't watch yesterday, a reminder, watch yesterday's day 2, because this is the new feature every single day. It's called Laugh, Smile, or Cry. So anything I see on social media during the day that makes me laugh, smile, or cry, it's going to be a daily feature. Today is one, it certainly made me laugh, and at first I didn't get it at first. It's like, this is what I'll be doing if we're ordered to stay at home quarantine lockdown. And I guess it was like 2 guys that put garbage bags over their bodies, and then they were hopping around like an Easter bunny and stopping for a while, so that every time they stopped it looked like a bag of garbage on the ground. Then they start hopping a little bit more, they hop across the street, you can tell it's a person, but they hunker down again, sit down, looks like it's a garbage bag filled with garbage on the side of the street. So I thought it was pretty funny. It's getting a lot of views on Facebook, so I thought that's the thing that made me laugh today. My cry yesterday was a family who had a fire in Nanticoke. Over the weekend, it was 13 people, a set of parents and their 11 children. And I heard about their case yesterday through the GoFundMe that was set up for them. And I actually got to meet them today, where they're staying. They're staying at a local hotel. Obviously, with 13 people, they got to use 2 hotel rooms, but they're generously being paid for by the American Red Cross. And I guess their insurance is covering some of it as well. So they're working hard to get back in their house. But I am working on a story about them that I'm not sure when it's going to run, but one day during this week. And this is an incredible story, this family. Even before coronavirus, even before the fire, this is a just really neat story about a large family who the father, the breadwinner, works, he says, 80 hours a week to support the family of 11. He says he's the most gifted guy on earth even after this fire. When people ask him, how do you afford all those kids, or why do you have so many kids? So we're going to hear their story later in the week in the paper, and maybe even an update on here. Another feature I rolled out yesterday was, because my friend suggested it, Cliff Lewis, the Cliff Lewis Random Act of Kindness Award. Yesterday, I designated a pizza place in Pittston as the award winner for giving free pizza to emergency responders and grocery store workers in Pittston. Today, as one, it's probably a day late because I think it happened yesterday, but the staff of the Greater Nanticoke Area School District, yes, I'm biased, Homer, whatever, they donated a lot of personal protection equipment to Geisinger and Wyoming Valley Medical Center. I believe it was a lot of equipment they were going to use personally if school stayed open, but now that they have some surplus of it, they donated to the heroes at the hospital that are combating this coronavirus, who are exposed to this coronavirus, and who are going to keep us safe from this coronavirus or heal us from this coronavirus. So salute to them as well. The Greater Nanticoke Area School District, the Cliff Lewis Random Act of Kindness Award for today, day 3 of Nanticoke Newsroom. So that's all. I hope this was a little brief, more brief than yesterday. I'm going to try to keep it brief going forward. Thank you everybody for watching. It motivates me to keep doing this while you have nothing to do at the house. Hopefully you keep watching and giving me some ideas for this. So signing off from the Nanticoke Newsroom. I'm gonna go scold Jack for interrupting my mojo in this video. So signing off from the Nanticoke Newsroom, Bob Kalinowski. Have a good day. Stay safe out there.